Today we're going to be doing a training session on finishing from the turn or the layoff, straight from the book, Score More Goals from EliteTrainingBooks.com. Stick around. In exercise 1, two sides are set up to limit waiting time in line. One player stands out near the 18-yard line and receives a pass, turns and shoots on goal. Coaching points: proper striking technique, and the choice of using the top of the foot or the inside or the outside of the foot when shooting on goal. Coach should also work with the players on checking away and then coming to the ball. In this exercise, the coach can introduce different types of turns for the players to use when turning on goal. Progression: use any turn the player wants to use. Rotation: shooter becomes the passer, passer becomes the shooter. In exercise 2, it's the same setup as exercise 1. But now, instead of turning with the ball, the player at the 18-yard line lays the ball off and the original passer takes the shot. The coaching points: lay the ball off so the approaching player is set up for a one-touch shot. It's a soft layoff. Do not lay the ball off square. The ball should be played backward at an angle. Proper striking technique and the choice of using the top of the foot or inside or outside of the foot when shooting on goal. The progression of this exercise will be a combination between the two exercises. Players can choose whether to turn and shoot or lay the ball off. Every shot should be followed by both players. Rotation is the same as before. The passer becomes the shooter, and the shooter becomes a passer. In exercise 3, the field is 25 yards long by 20 yards wide. There's two teams. Lines are diagonal from each other. Only two lines have the balls, one for each team. Team A starts first. A1 passes the ball into a checking player from A2. One player from B1 enters the field to defend. The passing player, A1, also comes on. This creates a 2 versus 1. The player receiving the ball can choose to turn and shoot or lay it off to his teammate. After a goal is scored by either side, the opposing team will then begin play. In this case, the black team will play the ball in and send two players on, while the red team sends one player on. Play should be quick and continuous, and the next group should be ready to get the ball into play as soon as the play is done. The coaching points: know where the defender is to make good decisions on whether to turn or lay the ball off. Lay the ball off so the approaching player is set up for a one-touch shot. It's that soft layoff you're looking for. The layoff should be back to get the ball away from the defender and at an angle in order to open up space for a shot on goal. Proper striking technique, the choice of using the top of the foot or the inside or the outside of the foot when shooting on goal. The progression of the exercise: switch the lines so they receive a ball from a different angle. Rotation: the players continuously switch lines with their own team. Coach should encourage players to be deceptive. Use the player that you might lay the ball off to as a decoy and turn with the ball. Or act like you're turning with the ball, but instead lay the ball off. In exercise 4, it's the same game as before, but now, when the ball is played in by a team, one player from each group comes onto the field, creating a 2 versus 2 situation. The game is played until a goal is scored or the ball goes out of bounds. Immediately after one of these things happens, the team that did not start with the ball quickly plays the ball in and the next group begins. Coaching points: all the same points as before, but now the player first receiving the ball must make better choices by not only being aware of if he is covered, but also if his teammate running is open or covered by the recovering defender. Progressions to the game: switch the lines so they receive a ball from different angles. Also, if a team scores, then their team gets to start with the ball, so kind of like a make it take it type of game. Rotation: players continuously switch lines with their own team. In exercise 5, the field is 25 yards long by 20 yards wide. The field is divided in half. Teams, 3 versus 3, plus bumpers on the inlines. The teams are set up with 2 players in the defensive half and 1 player in the attacking half. Players in the defensive half cannot dribble across the midline. They can pass to either their attacking players or to one of the bumpers. After the pass, the player who passed the ball in can go into the attacking half. If the bumper gets the ball, he can pass to either attacking player. When the ball is lost by the attacking team, the player who came over cannot defend until he is in his original half again. Coaching points. Look to shoot first. If shooting is an option, then take it. Look to join the attack immediately after an entrance pass into the attacking half. In this exercise, the coach needs to help the players improve upon the decision making and when to turn or when to lay the ball off, as well as when the opportunity is there to shoot. Progression to the game. Either player in the defensive half can join the attack, but still only one. Good communication needs to take place for this to happen. Players should look to see which of them can take a better attacking position by joining the attack. Rotation. The game is continuous. And as with all practices, coach should end the training session with a game. That way he can see if the players can put into play what they've been working on throughout the practice. And remember, if you want some more exercises on how to score more goals, go to elitetrainingbooks.com and check out the book Score More Goals. This is Todd. I'll catch you later.